show. It is 5 minutes after 12. We're starting up. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Call now with your immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. People are dropping like flies here. We have no attorney with me today. I have SMG, but I have no Squeeze. I have no little Nicky. It's like I'm going to war by myself here.
See, what's happening?
It's like what's going on? It's like I'm at war by myself here. 1-800-529-5465. I round up the troops. They go, let's go!
Turn around.
Turn around. There's nobody behind me. I'm the only one charging the hill. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. SMG, can you get that on and share for me? And everybody who's watching on Facebook, please share with your friends and family. Even share with the people you don't like. Maybe they'll like you after you share with them. You never know, right? They're like, oh, wow, that was really nice that you shared with me. Oh, okay, I think I like you now. 1-800-529-5465. If you don't want to share, at least at a bare minimum, just take out your thumb or your little finger or whatever it is and press the like button, the happy button, the heart button, the angry button if we mention Agent Orange, the Tangerine Nightmare. What do you call them? Not the Tangerine.
The Tangerine Tyrant.
Tangerine Tyrant, whatever. 1-800 Tangerine Nightmare. Can you imagine you have a nightmare and it's all tangerines?
And then Trump's face pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah, you're like, what does that mean? That means you really don't like the guy. 1-800-529-5465. I got to take a sip of drink. 1 second. So I got to.
That's all right. Breathe. You're only human.
Yeah, I got to parch my what's it called? Wet my beak. Right? I got to wet my beak a second. So 1 second.
Oh, man. All right. Well, the number is 1-800-529-5465. We have a few open lines. We have calls coming in. Mario just said he's sharing our video as well.
Thank you, Mario. I'm on Periscope. I don't know if I'm not on the right Periscope here.
No, you are.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
Am I on the right Periscope?
I think so.
At Spar Bernstein. Is this the correct one?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Should I refresh it, maybe? Shouldn't it be
so,
backwards?
Yeah. No, that's how it's been doing
That's how
lately.
it's been doing lately. All right.
As long as you have that blue bar.
There we go. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. On YouTube, Charms Testing. We're there. Nail Over says, hi, Brad.
Nail over is not nail lover?
Nail Lover. It could be if I was able to read properly. I don't have my glasses on. You're correct. It does say Nail Lover. 1-800. Hello, Nail Lover. 1-800-529. If ever, you would find somebody, like if you want your back scratched, wouldn't you want like Nail Lover to scratch your back?
With their nails?
With their nails, yeah.
That sounds kind of painful.
No, it feels
nails
good.
scratching your back?
Yeah,
it's like
feels
digging
good.
into your skin?
No, not digging. Just kind of scratching.
A nice little scratch?
A nice little scratch. It feels good. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Lisa Zachary's back on gross. Why is that gross? It's not digging in. It's a scratch. Is that gross?
I'm just saying the imagery I got.
Yeah, well, no, you're describing the wrong imagery. 1-800-529-5465. Everybody, please call right now. We're going to get to your immigration questions right now. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Joan. Joan.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Joan.
Hi. So I filed for my dad, and he got a letter saying that he was approved on March 2nd. So I just was wondering, how long does it take for them to actually, continue the process or, get his green card or whatever?
Where's your dad?
He's in New York.
So what do you mean? What was approved for him?
They said, his daughter, a child filing for him or whatever. I'm not sure. The letter said that the process, he has been approved and that he should continue to wait for further information about his green card or whatever. But I'm just wondering how long does that take?
Did you file an I-485 adjustment application or an I-130 visa petition or both or neither? What did you do?
I think it was the second one you said.
The I-485?
Yes.
Okay, so if they sent an I-485 approval notice, then he should be getting his green card in the mail in about 8 weeks from the time of the approval.
It takes 8 weeks? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 1-800-529-5465. You know what happens when you wet your beak too fast?
What happens?
It just beat,
Comes up?
Comes up a little bit. So I'm like, what?
Little reflux?
What? Yeah, like, what? I gotta stop drinking while I do live radio.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit. Wait, what?
Stop drinking during live radio.
Yeah, I gotta do it before.
Right. Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, what do you got there? Vodka in the bottle there today?
Hey, you never know.
Rum, a little rum?
Nah, we would never.
No, we don't drink. We don't drink and broadcast at the same time. I don't even know if that's legal. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Pam. Pam.
Hello.
That just
Delicious.
gave me an opportunity to take a drink while Pam was not there. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Call with your immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. Janet.
5-4.
Janet, listen to the phone, please.
Yes, I would like to ask a question.
Go ahead.
I have a friend and she's visiting from Jamaica, and she'd like to know, she's here like for 2 months, and I think she get a 6 months stay. And she'd like to know if she could divorce some year within that time. Her
Well,
husband is in Jamaica.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do a divorce in New York unless you've been living here for 2 years if the marriage occurred outside of the state of New York. So she doesn't have the residence requirement yet to do a divorce in New York. You can do it 1 year if you lived in New York if the marriage happened in New York. But if you haven't been living here for a year, you can't do the divorce.
She'd have to go back home and divorce.
Yes.
Okay.
Or live here out of status for 2 years before she can even start a divorce, which I'm not going to recommend.
Okay.
All right. But she doesn't have the requirements. You just can't show up. You can't just show up. You just can't show up in the state of New York. The law doesn't allow you to just show up in the state of New York and start a divorce. You got to show that either you or your spouse have been living here for 2 years in the state in order to.
Can she do the process in Jamaica?
She can start the process in Jamaica, absolutely,
Okay, even though she's here?
even though she's here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Okay.
1-800-529-5465. Can everybody do what Ricardo just did? Ricardo just shared. He shares all the time. Thank you, Ricardo. He used to teach me tennis a long time ago. A very good tennis player from Jamaica. I know Ricardo.
You know him?
Yeah, I know him. He's my buddy.
Oh,
Right, but he always shares. Thank you, Ricardo.
appreciate it.
Do what Ricardo does. If everybody was able to do what Ricardo does, A, they would be really good tennis players, and two, they would be sharing the video. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. And who's watching us here on Facebook at Law Office of Spar and Bernstein? By the way, did Freddie, Fast Freddie.
Did he
I'm going to call him Fast Freddie. Did Fast Freddie do anything on Squeeze's page for us?
Mario said he was doing it,
Yeah.
but I haven't
Yeah,
seen it yet.
Mario is not doing it. I think just poach at this point.
All right.
All right, I give you permission. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529. Thank you, Marina just shared. 1-800-529-5465. Latoya,
Hi, Brad. Good afternoon.
how are you?
I'm good, thanks. My question is, I am here now for 3 months visiting New York.
Right.
I want to visit my my sister in another state, but I was thinking about extending my visiting visa. You think that's an acceptable reason to put on the form?
Yeah, as long as you can show you're leaving at the end of the 6 months. You can say, I want to spend time with my sister. I haven't seen her in a long time. And
Right.
have a plane ticket to show that you're leaving and an affidavit of support that your sister can support you here without taking a job. And that's perfectly acceptable.
And what form is that should I get?
I'm sorry?
What's the form? What's the name of the form that we
The
get?
the I-539 to extend the
Mhm.
visa, and the
Mhm.
I-131 affidavit of support.
Okay. All right. If I need help, I'll call and make an appointment to come and
Yes,
see
thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
All right. There you have it. 1-800-529-5465. We have 12 open lines right now, so if you call, you will get on the radio. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Everybody always wants to know, what is the telephone number to the law offices of Spar and Bernstein? You have already heard it over a dozen times today. It is the same telephone number that you call to get on the radio, is the number to call to schedule an appointment with me or with any of the attorneys, whether it's criminal defense, divorce, family court, tax debt relief, personal injury. What did I forget? Did I forget something? I did matrimonial, immigration,
Criminal
criminal
defense.
defense, personal injury,
Tax.
5 areas. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. When we get into the next area, I'm going to have to go to the other hand. You realize that? It's going to now be a two-handed thing. Because I always go, immigration, and I go with the fingers. I know it's
Bang it
5
out.
areas. All right, bang it out. 1-800-529-5465. 12 open lines right now, so if you call, you will get on the radio. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. And look who showed up. None other than little Nikki.
Hello.
Oh, it's about time you come. We've missed you.
I missed you too.
All right. 1-800-5 yeah. 1-800-529-5465. Let's see. You want to just go to some immigration questions on
Yep,
social
we have a
media?
couple on YouTube
Sure.
already.
Okay, let's go.
All right, first question we have here is from Hugh. He says, my green card expired, but it was lost along with my New York State ID and most of my documents, which is causing my filing of an I-90 difficult because I won't have proof, aside from valid foreign passport, Social Security tax returns, to prove who I am or where I live. Is there a way to go about this without the proof?
What's his problem? My green card expired. Is also lost with my New York State ID and most of my documents, was causing me filing an I-9 difficult because I won't have proof, aside from a valid foreign passport, to prove who I am. Your valid foreign passport is enough to prove who you are to do the replacement of your green card.
Okay.
So if you have a valid passport, you can go file the I-90, get the replacement green card, and when you get the replacement green card, you can then get your state identification or your driver's license, whatever else you need. So your valid passport is more than enough to do your green card. You're on the right track. You don't need any more. What's next?
Excellent. Carlos, I have, our ambassador from DR.
Yes, hello,
I have a
Carlos.
friend that's been a green card holder for 7 years, his daughter for 5 years, and he wants to become an American citizen. Once he's a citizen, does the daughter that's 17 become a citizen too?
Yes, as long as they live together.
All right. Hi, Brad. A friend of mine expired her I-95 this May. Her friend's I-95 expires this May 20th of 2017. Sorry. She came with a G5 visa with her former employer. What advice would you give to her so she can stay another year in the U.S.?
All right. Well, it's the I-95 is the road that you drive into Connecticut with from New York. The I-94 is the document immigration gives you. But I love how everybody, it makes me laugh. I'm not, the I-94 is the document that immigration gives you to extend your stay. I don't know. She can go. I mean, she can go get a visitor's visa, a work permit. I don't know what she would qualify for. I mean, not a work permit, a student visa. I don't know what she would qualify for. So as long as she's in legal status, she should make an appointment to come see us, and we'll see what she may qualify for. But yes, she would be able to change her status to something else, but we would need to see what she qualifies for.
Great. Do you want to do one more before you take these calls?
Sure.
All right. Hi, Brad. A friend of mine. Oh, nope. Actually, that was it. We can just go to we'll go to Facebook after those calls.
Okay, that's fine. And Hugh says, "Oh wow, oh wow,
Oh, wow.
wow." Couldn't find that information on the INS website. That's why you come to us.
Yep, that's what we're
Because
here
I
for.
am better than
the
the
website.
INS website. I am better. And
And
by the
real.
way, it is the USCIS website. INS doesn't exist anymore. Since about 2002, There's no such thing as the INS. Did you know that?
No, I did
I
not.
didn't either.
Yes.
You see, that's why he's better than the website.
Right. It's Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement. No such thing as INS. That agency doesn't exist.
There is a such thing as Brad Bernstein.
There is such a thing as Brad Bernstein has existed longer than the Department of Homeland Security.
Really?
Yes, Spar and Bernstein has existed longer than the Department of Homeland Security.
And that speaks to itself right there.
Because the Department of Homeland Security came into existence after 9/11.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Aha!
See, I'm learning more
Learn
today.
something new every day.
Aha! See, well, you millennials have no idea what happened in the 1990s. All right, I mean, you missed the whole NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, that whole thing, right? You don't even know who
Caught the
they
tail
are,
end
right?
of it.
You
We
caught
caught
the
the
whole
tail
thing,
I caught the tail,
right?
yeah.
You didn't even know Michael Jackson existed until.
No, I know who
No,
Michael
I
is.
knew
No,
Michael
you-
Jackson. Yes, we
Mike-
did.
Michael Jackson
yeah.
and Prince, the two.
Iconic.
Who's
Yeah,
your
I
favorite
know,
more?
but Michael, he was like big in the 80s and 90s. I don't know. 2000s,
Yeah.
he kind of tailed off before he passed away.
I was
True.
born
I
listening
would
to
have
Michael.
killed
You were
to grow
bo-
up in the 80s.
Yeah?
Music.
Really?
Music and
The
just the
music-wise,
vibe. Like, that's
yeah.
like Breakfast Club days and all that, right?
Yeah. Don't you, forget
Yeah.
about me. You know that one?
Yes.
Right.
Don't you
What
forget about me.
Yeah.
I love those.
What about, what was it? What was the name of that group I loved?
I'm thinking movies like 16 Candles and all
16
that.
Candles, yeah.
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris
Those
Bueller.
are the days I wouldn't
great
mind.
movie. That was my youth.
That
That was when I was in my youth.
See, those are
Yeah.
the times I wouldn't mind growing up and going
Right.
to prom and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Right.
That's
all of
Molly
those,
Ringwald.
All those
man.
Molly Ringwald movies, right?
She was killing it back then.
Yeah. All the Eddie Murphy movies.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Coming to America.
Coming to America. That was in the early 90s. But even the one when he's like the golden child.
Which one? That's not Boomerang, is it?
No, Boomerang's funny too.
I gotta see
But
Boomerang.
Golden Child, that was like right after Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, Eddie Murphy's first movie was great, 48 Hours with
haven't seen
Nick
that.
Nolte. Great movie. That was his first movie.
I gotta see it.
But there was a stupid movie called Golden Child where he was like the golden child and he was like the one who could save the world or something. And, he's just like some, smart aleck. He always does the same thing, like the smart aleck guy from,
Yep.
L.A. or New York, So.
I love him.
All right, that's our movies for the. It's a great movie from the '80s that's very underrated. Was one of my favorite movies of all time.
What movie?
I'll be very impressed if you know this.
Which movie?
Hollywood Shuffle.
No, I don't.
You
I'm gonna
never
look it
saw
up.
the Hollywood Shuffle? Robert Townsend.
No.
He did the whole movie on his credit card, and he got into like a couple $100,000 in debt. And it's a
Jesus.
spin-off of like all like the stereotypical.
Movies from back then.
Roles and movies, that blacks, could only, and he was like this, very well-spoken, cool guy, but he always had to go on to these like movie roles and be like the thug and like, what are you effing, but then he would come on. It was really funny though,
I'm looking at it. I'm looking it
Yeah.
up now. He was
Yeah.
a hot dog stand employee in
Yeah,
it.
it's hilarious. And one of the most underrated movies from the 1980s of all time.
I gotta see
It's
this.
hilarious, and they have like one spoof. They have one spoof with where they have like Siskel and Ebert. You know who Siskel and Ebert is? They were like these movie critics. They would give the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, okay.
Right, but then they had like these guys from the hood doing it. They were like reviewing like this Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh, it's all satire?
Yeah, it's all satire. They were reviewing like the Clint Eastwood movie, and he's like, "Come on, make my day, give me a break." 6 guys with guns, and he's saying, "Make my day, just blow him up, man." He goes, "Nobody has time to say make my day. He's getting shot." All right, 1-800-5. It's really funny. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to John.
Hi, good day. How are you?
Good day. What's up?
I have a question for you. Filed for my daughter back about 10 years ago.
Right.
She came here get her green card, but the problem is she was sick and I get a divorce and I couldn't keep her, so I sent her back to Jamaica. Now I want to see if I can bring her back here. I wonder how can I do that?
How old is she now?
She's 30 now.
She's 13.
30.
Oh, 30. And when did you send her home?
I sent her 10 years ago back because I couldn't keep her.
All right. And you were not. When did she enter the United States?
She entered when she was like about 20.
So by the way, what do you mean you couldn't keep her? She's a 20-year-old girl. She's an adult.
No, she was sick. She's sick.
What was wrong with her?
She born with water in her head, and they did do an operation, and she was sickly, so
Well,
I couldn't keep her.
what has she been doing in? Where's she from? Jamaica?
Yes.
What's been going on with her medical condition in Jamaica, if anything?
No, she improved a lot because she lived with my mom, and she improved a lot now.
Yeah, I mean, they have something called an SB1 visa, which is to re-enter the United States after you've abandoned your residence because it's no fault of your own. But, I would say it's going to be hard to show that for 10 years that she couldn't come back to America as an adult. And I think your best thing, unfortunately, what you're going to have to do is refile for her, and she's going to take some time.
Okay, so I can refile for her?
Yes, yeah, but it's going to take like 5 to 7 years probably, maybe 8 years. But refile for her now.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, all right. 1-800-529-5465. Are we shared on Squeeze's page now?
We should be. Freddie just said he's doing it. Do you want to sprinkle questions in and out of the phone calls?
I don't know why Freddie's taking 30 minutes into the show to do this. It's actually angering me.
Yeah. Well, it should be on there now. I'm checking right now. Yes.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Michelle.
Oh, hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
My mom is a green card holder, and she petitioned my brother, who's 10 days shy to being 21. And then USCIS got the application, and then they sent us a notice that he's considered F2A, I think.
Right,
And then,
right, but then he's going to be in the F2B because he's going to turn 21.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That is the
When
problem. He's gonna wait a long time.
Like probably 7 years.
Yep.
5, 7 years.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years now, but we called and just
Yeah.
to check.
Yeah. He's in the F2B category. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, but I have a question.
Sure.
Do you think we can apply for a tourist visa? He's from the Philippines, so
He can try to apply for a tourist visa, but I doubt they'll give it to him because he's already shown an intent to get a green card. So the odds that he would get it are like almost next to nothing.
he doesn't really want to leave right now. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I guess that's all we gotta do.
So just gotta wait it out, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Thank
sorry
you.
about that. Okay. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Please share with your friends and family. Please take out the like button, the heart button, the happy button. Don't make me mention the guy in the White House just to get people to be angry.
Yeah, just
Okay?
give us love.
Give us some love right now on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. Give us a little love on YouTube, on Periscope, 1-800-529-5465.
We have a quick question here. Oh, you wanna
Well, let's
there?
go to Delia, and then we'll go to some questions in a second.
Delia.
Delia,
Okay.
yes,
Hi, good afternoon. Hi, I have two questions.
yes.
I recently got filed for by my husband, and I send in my kids, my two daughters, papers after. Will they be doing an interview?
Where do you send them in? Here in New York?
Yes.
It's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, then another question. My passport is gonna expire October. Is it possible I could like travel and go down with the green card, or I have to do the passport?
Your passport's going to expire as long as your
October, and I want to go to this Jamaica December.
No, you can't travel on an expired passport. You need to renew it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. All right. Look who we showed up here, Moshe. What's up, man?
Morning, how are you?
What's going on?
Not much.
I love. He's very serious about his hair. Look at how he wears. Look at how he wears the.
If you put the effort in, you don't just want to toss
I mean,
the
look at that.
headphones on
I'm
and
going to tell
that's
you
it.
something, but you have pretty close to an afro there. Not completely, but you got pretty. The headphones.
Brad, they call it a Jufro.
The headphones. That's true, right? But the headphones not going to do much to the hair. It's going to be the same.
You know what? You're right, Brad.
Am I right
It
or
makes
wrong?
You feel better, Brad.
Right? Yeah. Right.
You don't like him rocking it down? It's just a different style.
It's a different style. He's too cool to put it up,
You should
right?
wear it this
I take
way.
pride in my hair, Brad.
Oh yeah. If he wears it like that, he looks like he's in Star Wars or something, right?
Daft Punk.
So yeah, that's funny. Did you say you were going to the Weekend concert? Is he
No,
coming?
I've seen The Weeknd.
Is
though.
he coming around?
He should be. He's on tour right
He's
now.
on tour, right? I just saw like a clip of him on tour. I was wondering when he'd be in New York.
Yeah, it's very intense. His
Yeah,
concerts.
yeah. Any event, I don't know why. Oh, because you said Daft Punk. That's why I thought of it. All right, so Moshe's our personal injury attorney. What's going on in personal injury practice, Moshe?
A lot's going on.
Tell me.
Settling a lot of cases.
Yes.
Settling a lot of soft tissue cases for large amounts of money.
What soft tissue meaning what?
Soft tissue means there's conservative treatment. There's no injections. Well, sometimes there can be injections.
Soft tissue is basically you got a little banged up and you went for physical therapy.
Right. No invasive surgery. That's what
Right.
that
No,
means.
no surgeries. Maybe an injection. Maybe not. You got kind of banged up and that was it.
Banged up, very little property damage in the vehicles.
right.
Yet we're settling them and we're getting great results.
Oh, wonderful. All right. So, if someone gets into a car accident, if somebody gets into a car accident, what do you think people should be doing?
First thing they should do is call the police. Get the police there, and if they feel any pain whatsoever, immediately call an ambulance. Ask for an ambulance. Have yourself checked because it has to be recorded. If you don't have these things recorded, you'll hurt your case in the future if you are found to be later injured.
Right. Well, I want you to know we take serious cases here, not these soft tissue cases. I'm glad you got a couple of good resolutions on them. But if, God forbid, you're in a serious accident with serious injuries, those are the cases really you should be calling us on.
Absolutely.
And the telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. We're not, Moshe, talking about taking a case that, almost they offered absolutely nothing. I've talked about this before because I was very impressive his last trial, where they offered him $500 on a case. $500 on an accident case,
nothing.
and he took him to trial, and he said, "Screw you," and they got him got the guy a verdict of $164,000. That's turning $500 into something over like 2 days, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Moshe's the kind of guy who he likes to say, "I don't go in there and ask for money. I go in there and take the money," right?
Exactly.
Right.
Let me just point out
Yeah.
something else. If you do have a soft tissue case, you said it's we usually get cases that are more serious.
Right.
If you do have a soft tissue case, we still put all the commitment just as much as the big cases that we have.
Right.
And that's what separates us from other law firms. Spar and Bernstein doesn't differentiate and distinguish between soft tissue versus invasive cases. So any cases here, we treat them all the same. We work just as hard and put all of our effort and commitment into them.
All right. So I'd like you to hang out if you don't mind. If anybody has any questions on personal injury, you can give us a call at 1-800-529-5465. Moshe handles all our auto accident cases, 1-800-529-5465, where Russell comes in sometimes about the construction accident cases. Also, 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, we're going to be answering your immigration questions as well, 1-800-529-5465. If anybody didn't get the idea yet, that's the telephone number that you should have in your phone, God forbid you do get into an accident, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Roxanne,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, what's up?
I want to know if I could travel within the U.S. I just got married. My husband is an American citizen.
Yeah, go.
And
Why can't you
I want-
travel? You scared?
I am still in the process.
You're still in the process.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, as long as you filed an adjustment application, you're perfectly okay to go travel.
Oh, okay. That's
All right.
what I wanted to know.
All right, thank you. It's perfectly fine. As long as you file the adjustment, you're safe. 1-800-529-5465. We got Moshe here, who is one of our fantastic trial attorneys here in our personal injury department. You got myself, Brad Bernstein, answering immigration, Moshe with personal injury, auto accidents. Save the telephone number. God forbid you get into an automobile accident. God forbid somebody rear-ends you. By the way, when I got rear-ended, I called Moshe. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800. My back is killing me, by the way, today.
Still?
Killing me.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'm serious, seriously.
Let me squeeze in a quick question from
Okay,
YouTube
fine.
here.
All right.
What if, when your green card is ready for pickup in your birth country, you don't have your plane tickets or money to go pick it up? How long will they hold it for you?
What?
What if your green card is ready for pickup in your birth country?
Well,
You don't have your plane tickets or money to go get it.
well, then guess what? You're not getting your green card because you can't even pass the poverty card lines then.
Yeah.
You can't afford a plane ticket. And then you have a provisional waiver. You may not come back for a decade.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. So nobody's holding anything for you. Your green card's not sitting there. You have an interview.
That's what it is.
Okay. 1-800. They're not saying, here, your green card. Well, just come on. No, it's an interview. Okay. All right. And if you don't have enough money to buy a plane ticket to go home, then how are you going to pass your interview? Because you can't pass the affidavit of support requirements. 1-800-529-5465. Tony. Tony.
Yes, I'd like to ask a question for my cousin.
Go ahead, Tony.
He's married 5 years and he got his green card like 2 years now. He tried to find out LawLink's going to take him to be a citizen.
How do you get his green card?
Through his wife's marriage.
He has to be in a bona fide marriage for up to 3 years in a bona fide marriage from the time he got his green card, and then he can do his citizenship.
Yes, he and his wife's been married like 5 years now.
Doesn't matter how long they've been married, it matters how long he's got his green card.
Okay, they got to be 3 years, right?
3 years, yes.
And then after that, what should he do?
File a citizenship. Prove he lives with his wife.
Okay.
All
If
right.
not, what should he do? If they separate.
Then he doesn't file a citizenship. That's as simple as that.
If they separate, what do you need to do?
You live your life as a resident. You don't become a citizen after 3 years. You become a citizen after 3 years if you live with your wife in a bona fide marriage. There's nothing to do. Wait till 5 and then do your citizenship.
Okay.
All right?
I'll let him know.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Moshe, get the court face off. Moshe's like in court mode right now. You should see him in court. He goes in so angry in court. He's like a crazy man in court. And I'm looking at him now. He's got his court face on, and he's such a sweetheart outside of, like if you go out and hang out with him at dinner, he's a nice guy. He laughs, everything. But when he goes into court, he walks in like he's like a gorilla, right? And then he gets very in his angry mode.
That's what you get
Right?
when you come to Spar.
Yeah, you get he gets in his angry mode when he goes to court. I told him, I said, when you're on the radio, I said, you can try to be a nice guy, right? He's a nice guy.
I keep forgetting that it's on video.
You're on video, yeah. And he looks so angry, and I'm like, all right, get the court face off. 1-800-529-5465. Kim,
Hi, good day.
how are you?
I'm okay. I'm just calling to find out. I'm here 8 months now on a tourist visa, but I overstay.
Right.
So I want to know if I can file for a green card or adjustment status or something.
You need a sponsor, Kim. You just can't just say I overstayed and I'd like to do
Yeah.
All right. So
I must get a sponsor.
I think what you need is a consultation first. Let's see what you got going for you, and then we'll figure it out from there. So hold on 1 second. All those questions of, how do I get a green card? You need a consultation, and the reason you need a consultation is there's no special form that just says, I'm here illegally, you have to fill out this form, and it's a green card. Okay? So we got to find out all about you. How, where, when, what. How, when, where, and what.
How, when, where, what, and why.
And why. And then more how.
More
How.
By the way, line 2 is PI.
More
question.
how. Sam with a PI. Moshe, this is going to be your first on-air question.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Sam.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good morning. Good afternoon.
What's going on, my man?
I have a question. It seems was in a car accident, right? And then you went to the judge deliberated says they offer you a settlement for 160, and then when you went back again, the letter, they gave you a letter. When you went back, your lawyer said, we can only get you 30,000 after you do the surgery. Is that normal?
It sounds like to me that what you're saying is the judge recommended they settle the case for $160,000, but the defense attorney says we're only going to give you 40. We're not going to follow what the judge is saying. Is that correct, Moshe? Is that what it sounds like?
Well, that's what it sounds like,
Yeah.
but let me point this out. Whatever the judge recommends is usually what it should settle for. So if your attorneys are not getting anywhere near that number that the judge recommended, I don't recommend you take that settlement.
Thank you so much.
All right, so, and really, the bottom line is this. Your case is worth what 6 people in a jury say it's worth. Okay? So whatever 6 people in a jury say your case is worth, that's what it's worth.
That's if it goes to trial.
That's right. That's why you need good lawyers. Okay? So when somebody settles a case, what the settlement is saying is we both agree that 6 people in a jury box would come to around this value of your case. That's what we both believe, both sides believe. When cases don't settle, that's when they go to trial. Because one side believes the case is worth more than another side, that we can convince a jury that to give you what we believe the case is worth. That's why you get a guy like Moshe. For example, in Moshe's case, literally, okay, when he went to that trial that he just finished, and the side said, we'll give you $500, the judge says, no, I think you should give more, and the side said no. It was a similar situation. So Moshe didn't say, all right, I'm going to take the $500. He went to trial, and he's like, you know what? You're totally going to be screwed.
And an
yeah,
interesting fact is,
right.
after the trial, when the verdict was so high for such a soft tissue injury, the defendants made a motion to set aside that excess verdict, and the judge, because they refused to negotiate in good faith and raise their offer, denied their motion on the spot, which very rarely happens.
Right. So, when the other side goes against the judge, the judge will sometimes ask for get retribution at the end after you win. So if you're not satisfied with the way your case is going, you have the right, by the way, to change attorneys whenever you want.
No questions asked.
You are the captain of the boat. So if you're unhappy, hold on one second. We can talk to you off the air, all right? But really, the issue is that when you get a good settlement, it's because the other side, the defense, says this guy's going to burn me in court. This guy, if we go to a jury, he's going to convince 6 people to give more than what I want to give right now, so I better give more.
Mm-hmm.
All right? That's what happened with Moshe.
That's exactly what happened.
Right? Right, and that's why now Moshe's coming in earlier and saying, wow, you know what? They have to keep throwing money at us on these, soft tissue cases because they know what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
They know what they're dealing with.
It's all about risk.
Right. 1-800-529-5465. So if you haven't saved our telephone number yet, please save it now, not only for immigration, but for personal injury. Because when you get into an accident, the last thing in the world you're thinking about is who should represent me when you're in that accident. You're just not even thinking. You're in pain, you're in the hospital, whatever it may be. And then you end up signing with the wrong people. Or you make your decisions now when everything's going good. So if everything's going good and you say, wow, I want Spar and Bernstein, I want Moshe, I want Russell to be my personal injury attorney, should I get into a car accident, a construction accident, you dial the number now and you save it in your phone. The reason why you save it in your phone is when you get into that accident, you know that you have the attorney to call. When you dial that number and you hang it up, although we don't know you've hired us, you've hired us. Because now, God forbid something happens, you know who you're going to. So if you're listening to us on the radio, you say, wow, these guys know what we're talking about. Best way to hire us, even though we're not doing anything for you, is just dial our number and save it. Then you've got us hired when the accident happens. We've had people call us from the hospital. We've had people call us from the side of the road. We've had people call us from construction accidents where we actually had to go down and videotape everything before they move it all.
Mm-hmm.
Which they will.
The sooner you get legal representation from the day of the accident, the better.
And the legal representation you want is people who are going to go to court and not ask for money, but take the money. And they're going to take the money, your lawyers are going to take the money because the defense is going to be scared. They're going to be scared that if we go to trial, we are going to be giving them a lot of money. So let's settle it. And that's what's been happening a lot with our with these, more minor soft tissue injuries. 1-800, obviously, more serious injuries as well. 1-800-529-5465. I do have to say something about USA Credit Repair. I am hoping that somebody's answering the phone there at USA Credit Repair.
They should be now.
You believe so? At 9 o'clock we asked people to call USA Credit Repair to see if they're answering the phones, and of course, nobody was answering.
Wow.
And SMG says, absolutely they're answering, and I said, let's test it out. And there was no answer. None.
They should be answering now.
Should I just call them myself and see?
Let me just go run outside real quick and everything.
Nope.
Just hear me pick up the phone.
Nope. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's call them right now. 1-800-872-7177. What do you think the odds that they're there? What do you think the odds that they're
Thank
there?
you for calling. This call may be recorded for quality control.
Understandable.
Right. This is USA Credit Repair we're calling.
Mm-hmm.
I have bad credit.
Yep. Looking for some help.
We're looking for some help. Let's see what they do. What do you think? Nothing like testing it out. USA Credit Repair here for you today. Not answering for you today. It's amazing.
They're
our
there for you
sponsors.
tomorrow, too,
They will
though.
be there for you tomorrow. I can't believe what. I'm so disappointed in USA Credit Repair.
Does this usually happen?
No.
No,
We gotta find
I don't know what
squeeze.
happened.
Thank you for calling. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a...
All right. Well, maybe why don't you call them tomorrow then? All right. We're going to move on from USA Credit Repair.
All right,
because-
let's jump into social media
All right,
questions. We have
social
a
media
couple
credit.
piling
All
up.
right.
All right, so jumping back to YouTube, next question is, I'm an H-2B year upon my renewal. I was given a pink form and placed under administrative processing at the interview. They asked me about someone who was locked up on a drug-related charge. It's now been 30 days. I'm in Jamaica, and I've been waiting for 30 days now for a response from the embassy.
What?
Yeah.
Say again?
I'm an
I heard drugs.
I'm an H-2B year upon my renewal. I was given a pink form and placed under administrative processing at the interview. They asked me about someone who was locked up on drug charges. It's now been 30 days.
Oh well,
and
they
I'm in
think
Jamaica.
they think you're involved in the drug trade, so you got a problem.
Give us a call.
Give us a call. 1-800-529. If they're asking you about someone locked up, that means they think you're part of the thing. All right, they're not asking you to. They're asking you, what do you know about this? Well, what I read in the newspaper was, obviously
They think you're involved.
they think you're involved.
You need an attorney, right?
Yeah, 1-800-529-5465. What else you got?
I'm a U.S. citizen. How long is the process for my parents to adjust their status in the U.S.? Are they going to be interviewed?
6 to 9 months. Yes, they may be interviewed. They may not.
All right. Next question. We're going to jump over to Facebook now. People are just saying, oh, we have Berta here saying, hi, Moshe, from the wifey.
Hey, how are you? Hope you're enjoying the show.
Yeah, she loves the show.
Next question
Yes.
is Dawn. She says, is there any compensation for a visitor who was involved in an accident here in the U.S.?
Yes, of course.
All right. So even if you're on a visitor's visa?
Yes, whether you're on a visitor's visa or not, if you're in an accident, you're entitled to compensation.
There you have it, Dawn. Vina from the UK says someone wanted to know if their family member can fly to the UK with a green card only. She had told them no, they need to apply for a visitor's visa from the UK consulate in New York.
That is correct.
All right, there you have it. Nice
That is
job,
correct.
Vina. My fiance and I want to get married, but I'm Jamaican. If we get married in the U.S., how long will my processing take if we do it there?
6 to 9 months.
All right. About how long does the I-360 form take to be approved?
Over a year.
All right. I was a K-1 visa holder, and I have pending adjustment of status to the USCIS or 485 application. I'm just wondering if employment authorization card is enough to apply for a driver's license.
Yes, it is.
All right. Can a DACA recipient get loans for school, for example, Sallie Mae?
No.
You're on
from the
fire.
government.
You're on fire
Nothing
today.
from the government.
All right. Is a VAWA applicant work without a work permit yet? What? Can a VAWA applicant work without a work permit?
Sure, it's not going to prevent you from getting your green card, but you're working illegally. But you can get, if you filed VAWA, you can, if it's a VAWA against an LPR, you got to wait for the VAWA to be approved, and then you can get your work permit. If it's a VAWA against a U.S. citizen, you should be filing your adjustment application and your work permit right away.
Okay. Ricardo here says you have to call USA Credit a few times to actually
How many
get them.
times? Boy, that's fantastic.
How many times is
service.
a few times,
How many
Ricardo?
times, Ricardo? I mean, do you have to call them 2 times, 4 times? That's fantastic.
Wasn't he here? That's Ricardo, the tennis instructor,
Yes,
right?
yeah, that's fantastic service, USA Credit. Bravo.
We'll talk to them about that.
Yes, 1-800-529-5465.
Regina says, can someone on a J-1 visa who has to go home for 2 years when their contract is ended adjust their status without getting a waiver?
Say again?
Can someone on a J-1 visa who has to go home for 2 years when their contract is over adjust their status without getting a waiver?
No, they need a waiver.
All right.
I have one.
What?
This from Periscope. I'm about to work in North Carolina starting August. It's a 3-year contract. Is there any way I could get a green card in that time?
I don't know, maybe.
All right.
That's a question. How do I get a green card? I don't know. We got to
Give us a call.
Is this one too broad as well? What are the requirements for H-1B?
Oh, no. You need, first of all, there's no more H-1Bs left.
Oh, they've reached the quota?
They reached the quota already.
Okay.
All right, but you have to be working in a specialized position. A specialized position is one in which you need a college education for.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have a college degree or the equivalent of a college degree. You have to be working in a job related to your education. And the minimum requirements for the job require that education. So you need the education, the minimum requirements for the job require that education, and it has to be related to your education. Plus, you have to be paid the prevailing wage of similarly employed workers.
All right, there you have it. My mother went on a trip for 2 weeks, and when she went back to the U.S., Customs made her sign something. How does she know if she signed the I-407? She doesn't speak English.
I have no idea. We would have to do what's called a Freedom of Information Act request and get a copy of what she signed.
All right, give us a call, 1-800-529-5465. Ricardo says it takes about 8 times.
8 times, Ricardo?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this is sad. You know what? Can I rip up page 21?
You'd have to wait till Squeeze comes back.
If it's going to take 8 times to call, I don't want to be responsible for page 21 anymore.
We'll fix it. It'll be fixed by tomorrow.
It won't be fixed. Ricardo says this has been an ongoing problem here.
All right, Ricardo. Thanks for the feedback.
Thanks,
I'm on
Ricardo.
it, though. I'm
yeah,
on it.
can somebody fix this? This is sad.
On the other hand, if a mother becomes a citizen, automatically the child under 18 will become a citizen. My question is, what's the process to retrieve the citizenship for the child, and how much does it cost?
Certificate of citizenship, and it's like $1,000-something and $600.
Ooh. Yeah. After the I-360 approved, do I have to do an interview with my pastor?
Not with your pastor, but with you. Your pastor's not coming to the interview.
Okay. There we have it for now.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Moshe.
Yes.
Are you ready for big cases to come in?
Absolutely. We're always ready for that.
Yeah? Okay. So when you sign up a case, what do you do first?
When we sign up a case, first thing we do is the motor vehicle accident. We set up their no-fault benefits.
Right.
And what that does is you have 30 days from the date of the accident to set up their no-fault benefits. If you don't set them up, then you've waived your right to have your medical bills paid for. And thankfully, because New York's a no-fault state, no matter whose fault it is in a motor vehicle accident, you'll have your medical bills paid for.
All right. And if you don't do it within, 30 days, right?
30 days.
Then you're totally screwed.
Unless you have a private health insurance that won't have a clawback provision after your settlement.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll owe money to that insurance company.
So that's really why you need to do something within 30 days.
I mean, I would do it as soon as possible.
Right.
Don't wait until the last second.
And then, by the way, I know you've gone out to auto body shops to actually literally take pictures of the damage of the cars.
Yes.
Okay.
We know a lot of body shops. When we send the cars there to get them evaluated, the adjusters come and they evaluate them, and so that's important because the damage on the vehicle will determine to what extent your injuries are going to be.
Right. Yes.
So,
I mean, if you don't have a lot of damage to the car,
it's questionable as to what your injuries are.
All right. So that's why it's another thing. So you want to get pictures of the car before it's fixed.
Absolutely.
1-800-529-5465. Share our Facebook page. Share alike. Also, save our telephone number, whether for personal injury or immigration. Put it in your phone. You have really good personal injury attorneys. Save for life in your phone. I'm going to give you the number right now. The smartest thing everybody can do right now is save a good number of a very good accident lawyer. You're looking at him right now, Moshe Borukh. Let me give you that number. It's so easy to, by the way, it's so easy to dial the number and hang up and have it saved for life. It is so hard to get the good lawyer, God forbid, once that accident happens and you're not thinking properly. So it's so easy now, so hard later. Do what's easy now. Save our number. It's 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, you hang up. Even little Nikki's shaking her head, right? What I'm saying is right, right? 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number. You got really good accident lawyers, Save for Life. You got good immigration lawyers, Save for Life. Do what's easy now, and that way it will be easy for you in the future. God forbid something happens to you, you've got good lawyers, Save for Life. 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, hang up. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. But right now, we're going to go to Susan. Susan, what's up?
Hi, good afternoon.
What's going on?
I filed for my child, and he's in Jamaica, and I've got to receive an email saying that my case is at the local office.
Okay.
And I do a DNA on February. So I just wanted to know more about that, what they mean by it's in at the local office.
You did a DNA between you and your child?
Yes.
Okay. And where's your child now?
in Jamaica.
So it means it's at the, I guess, at the consulate. I guess at the local office at the consulate there. So you should be. So it should. As soon as the DNA comes back, you should be getting an appointment. It's been how long now?
From 2005. 15.
No, 1 second. When did you do the DNA?
2015.
Okay, and it's 2 years. You better. All right.
No, I do the DNA in February
of this year.
But I've been filing for him because I'm a green card holder, I've been filing from.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion to you? All right. Had this been done properly, your kid would have been here 5 years ago. Okay. Hold on. Make an appointment to come see me, and let me fix this for you. Okay. Hold on 1 second. 1-800. I mean, she's filing since 2005. They're up to 2010. That's crazy. And of course she hangs up, so she doesn't interested in our help. There's nothing more frustrating than somebody who needs help.
Taking the time to call.
Somebody who needs help calls us on the radio for help, doesn't take my advice, or even what's even more frustrating is when somebody comes in to my office and I tell them this is what you need to do, and then they say, okay, but I know when they say okay, what they're saying is, no, I'm not going to do that.
You told them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Right, and then it's so frustrating to hear that. Very frustrating to me. 1-800, because I can help them, and I'm like, oh, come on.
They've got to want to be helped themselves.
Come on, McFly. McFly, what's in there? You ever see that? You know what I'm talking about, Moshe? Moshe, you're so angry.
I'm not.
He's focused.
I'm not.
He's got a stern listening face.
That's the resting.
That's resting angry, Moshe?
I guess.
1-800-529-5465. Rustum.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Great to be here. Sir, 2 questions, please. One, my family, 10 years here, green card holder. My kids, they don't have a citizenship yet. The oldest one, 15. The question is, can he file on his behalf on U.S. citizen?
You cannot naturalize to a citizen until you are 18. You can't do it on your own. So as a 15-year-old can't just say, I'm going to naturalize. The only time a 15-year-old becomes a citizen is if it's through his parents, derivatively. But you cannot make an affirmative application for naturalization until you turn 18.
Okay, so me or my wife, we have to do it first, then they go behind.
Correct.
They follow, right?
Correct.
Okay. Sir, question number 2, please.
Number 2.
Yeah, my cousin.
Where are you from, Russia?
Yeah.
Moshe's Russian too. He just whispered to me, he goes, he's Russian.
Если хотите, вы можете по-русски вопрос задать.
He's Russian too, right?
Yeah.
I speak Russian, but I'm not Russian.
Well, if you speak Russian,
Okay,
you're Russian. Come on.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. So, sir, my cousin, she's in Malaysia.
Yes.
2 times was here as a tourist.
Yes.
Came in and out on time. The question, she want to stay here, how she can do it legally?
Well, is she, going to get a student visa, investor visa, work visa? Is she eligible for a green card? Is she eligible for some other long-term visa? She would need a consultation. I would have to, figure it out for her. There's no, here's the form and go do it type of thing.
Пусть она нас позвонит. Позвоните нам, мы вам поможем.
Whoa. What?
Хорошо.
Ochi Harasho. I know that. Yes, all right. Okay. All right. Un momento, por favor. Un momento, por favor.
That's Spanish.
Oh, that's Spanish. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
What is going on here? 1-800. So I only know Ochihara show in Russian.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
It means very good.
Oh, okay.
I also know, through my travels through Russia, Gdzie toilet.
I have to use the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
You extended the где.
Gdzie toilet. That's very important wherever you travel in the world to know to ask where the bathroom is. It's like one of the most important things, If you study languages, that should be the first thing you learn. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go. Oh, we don't have time. We can't go to this person. So we got to make this legal, and we got to say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.